WNBA Rookie of the Year debate. Caitlin Clark's remarkable season outshines all. Since returning from the Olympic break, Caitlin Clark has been nothing short of phenomenal for the Indiana Fever in her debut WNBA season. Averaging 24.6 points, 9.0 assists, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.0 steal per game while shooting 50% from the field and an impressive 38.6% from three-point range, Clark has led her team to a 6-1 record since the break. The Fever, who were at the bottom of the league standings last season, now sit at 17-16 and have clinched a playoff spot. The transformation from last year's struggles to this year's success has been fueled largely by Clark's electrifying performances. Clark is now being considered one of the top players in the league, potentially even breaking into the top 5. While she may not be on the level of A'ja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces, who seems poised to take home the MVP title in a near-unanimous decision, the gap is closer than anyone could have predicted just a few months ago. Clark, who took time to adjust to the professional game at the beginning of the season, has since elevated her game to an elite level. Given Clark's dominance, the debate surrounding the WNBA Rookie of the Year award should seemingly have concluded. What began as a competitive conversation between Clark and Chicago Sky's Angel Reese has, for some, lingered far longer than the performances of both players might warrant. While some commentators, former players, and fans still push for a shared Rookie of the Year honor between Clark and Reese, the numbers and the impact speak for themselves. Caitlin Clark has been the standout rookie. The prolonged debate has, in some ways, created a more compelling narrative around the WNBA this season, adding a layer of intrigue and discussion about player impact and value. However, this ongoing discourse might be doing a disservice, not to Clark, who has continually proven her worth, but to Angel Reese. Angel Reese, a product of LSU, has also had an outstanding rookie season and shows promise for a stellar career. She is averaging 13.3 points and a league-leading 13.2 rebounds per game, showing her prowess as a rebounding machine and defensive anchor. While there have been critiques of occasional stat padding to maintain her double-double streak, her contributions on the court for Chicago are undeniable. Her presence elevates the team, and her potential is clear. Any team would be lucky to have a player of her caliber. However, while defense and rebounding are critical components of the game, they do not overshadow the multifaceted impact of a player like Clark. Her passing, aggressiveness, ability to break down defenses with her range, and creativity on the floor make her the engine that drives Indiana. Clark's influence mirrors that of some of the greatest offensive talents in basketball history. Just as no one would have chosen defensive stalwarts like Ben Wallace or Dennis Rodman over the likes of Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, or Michael Jordan, who controlled the game through their scoring, playmaking, and overall impact, it's clear that Clark's all-around game gives her an edge. Reese's ceiling remains incredibly high, especially if she can develop a more consistent scoring presence in the low post. But for now, Clark is excelling in nearly every facet of the game, continually raising her level of play. Her overall season statistics, 18.7 points, 8.4 assists, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.4 steals per game, demonstrate her all-around ability and her role as the focal point of every defense she faces, and yet, she remains nearly unstoppable. The Rookie of the Year debate may rage on in some circles, but for those who have watched Caitlin Clark light up the WNBA night after night, there should be no debate at all.